Berlanga victorious. Let's talk about what's next.
Push the weight and no flex. Flex alive is one in the six. With the runner boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out. Full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Drew Titan, Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Let's talk about it. We have Berlanga versus McCrory. The Irishman who showed up. He looked huge. But Berlanga took him a while to get warmed up. And with each passing round, lost respect for him and imposed as well. Did what he had to do. I think that McCrory was made to order. There was some little bit of technical flaws that I saw in Berlanga. When McCrory went southpaw, I saw him having a little bit more success. Very, very, for as long as the fight lasted, he had some success when he went southpaw. But he got caught in an exchange, buckled his legs. I forget. I was like maybe around 4 or 5. And his legs never came back. There was a part of the fight, I think round 3, but they were in the clinch, and Berlanga like literally hit him with an elbow. Got a warning from the ref, and that's gonna be the thing with Berlanga. It's gonna be easy to get in his head, man, and he really has to get that under control. You saw what happened last time. We joked about it, but I mean, seriously, when he bit homie, that was crazy. I'm like, wow, he really like took a bite out of crime. Remember McGruff the crime dog? Take a bite out of crime. He bit him. That's started calling him Berlangula and stuff like that. But he started to impose as well and walk McCrory down, and he got him out of there. Caught him in another exchange, and he just collapsed, and the fight was over. The way he fell, I'm like, you don't fall like that and get up to continue. It was over. I took a picture of this on my TV because he's speaking from the heart, and he was f-bombing. He referred to McCrory as a tough Irish mother effer. Meant no disrespect at it. He was saying that the Irish people are tough. And he said that he put it on his social media, Cinderella Man, meaning that McCrory was coming to win. And he did. He did the best thing that he did the best that he could, but Berlanga was just better. And I just found this funny. I had to rewind it. They put up this little banner up here saying, "We apologize for the bad language." I said, man, that's funny. That's funny. So I said, let me just throw this up here as I talk about Berlanga. He did a good job. As you can see, he has a little cut over to his right eye, little abrasions under the eye. Seems that I don't want to say he cuts easy, bruise easy because the tone of his skin. Yeah, he was never in trouble in this fight. Like I said, he controlled the pace of the fight. McCrory fought his fight, and that's not a good thing. Now, really good performance. He got the win. He is now, I believe, what did they say? The WBA. Did I hear that right? Mandatory. Y'all can correct me in the chat because it's late and I work today. He's in line for a Canelo date. And Eddie Hearn, who's doing hell is frozen over when I'm giving Eddie Hearn credit, but it's boxing. You can't stand one person. Next thing you know, they do something right, and you got to talk about it. All things being equal, Eddie Hearn is doing a pretty good job on his end, and it's a toss-up between Munguia, Berlanga, and they're still talking about Jamal Charlo, which is what I don't want, and that strikes fear in my heart because I think that Canelo wants that fight, a guaranteed win on May the 4th. Yeah, you might as well say that to Jamal Charlo, where they said a Hail Mary for Jamal. But Jamal, if you accept that fight and you're chosen, may the fourth be with you. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna need the Force and Allah and Jehovah, Jesus Christ, and that 8-armed elephant that those Indians prayed to or whatever have you. You're gonna need a lifeline. You're gonna need all of that if you fight Canelo, because I don't trust you. The technical flaws, the things that I've seen Berlanga do. McCrory wasn't gifted with speed, and the way Berlanga walked him down, and maybe it was because he was hurt and he couldn't catch Berlanga in exchange. I don't know how Berlanga's going to hurt Canelo because he's so well rounded. Canelo, you know, say what we want about him, the fella could box, man, and I can see Canelo on the ropes baiting him and Berlanga trying to go off, and you know, Canelo will slip something in there and bang, get caught in an exchange, in the counter. We've actually seen Berlanga get dropped, getting caught in an exchange, and he wasn't too hurt. It was like, man, I remember he clapped his gloves together and he got up, and I forgot who that was, but he got dropped. He ended up winning by stoppage, but he got dropped. I was in Vegas, as a matter of fact. I saw that live. And I said, ooh. And I remember seeing that. And I said, man, if that was Canelo, because I remember when Berlanga burst onto the scene, I forget, he had a bunch of knockouts. And when the competition got better, the knockouts ceased. Listen, I'm not diminishing his skill set. That happens to everybody. And that's supposed to happen. When you get better competition, the knockouts cease. And I like to see fighters think outside the box. I like to see different gears. I like to see them face some adversity to see how they think. And usually bully fighters, they can't think outside the box. A guy like Ricky Hatton, if he wasn't bullying you and winning, when you had to make him think, it was a bad thing. You understand? It's always bad. So, I mean, look, this was a good win. Him versus Canelo, you know, Puerto Rico, and he called him out, man. He's in line. Puerto Rico versus Mexico always sells. This will be a shoo-in. This will be a shoo-in. It will sell. It absolutely will sell. Does he win the fight? Oh man, I don't think he beats Canelo right now. Not right now. Not right now. I don't think so. But he'll end up fighting him eventually. Canelo said he wants to be around for another 5 years. He has to fight Berlanga eventually. The other toss-up was Canelo versus Munguia, but then they mentioned Munguia versus Berlanga. Now that's right up Canelo's alley because he says, man, those are just two guys. Let them fight it out. I ain't got to deal with it for another year or so. And that's also Mexico versus Puerto Rico. And listen, if you want to get freaky with it, if Canelo ends up, and I don't know how they'll pull this out, because, you know, the business is the business. If you can get, you know what, never mind. I was going to say get Munguia and Berlanga on the undercard of the Canelo fight on Cinco de Mayo, but that's a waste. Don't do that. Don't do that. And plus, that's a PBC Amazon deal, so forget it. Forget I said that. It's just wishful thinking. Forget I said that. Munguia versus Berlanga sells. Does Berlanga beat Munguia? Let me get back to y'all on that, because Munguia has an insane work rate, and contrary to popular belief, Munguia is old in dog years and boxing years. He's not new to this. You understand? So shout out to Berlanga, man. This was a good bounce back win for him. You know, salute to Brooklyn. You know, he's from my city, so, you know, I'll tip my hat. And listen, if he wants the Canelo fight and Canelo obliges him, go get that work, brother. And I'll be rooting for him. I will. I'll be rooting for him. Hell yeah, I'll be rooting for Berlanga. How does he win? I don't know, bro. But if he gets picked, I'll be rooting for Berlanga. I'm standing on that, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Bronx on deck.
Move!